want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. Even on the days when I'm late as ever, my timing is right. Even in the darkest moments, they close, I'm that shining the light. I can make it.
The folks here, they are bundled up, but they're ready for football as you get a look at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Cleveland Browns. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll start on the ground with Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football, overtime, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. To throw, here's Willis. That's swung out wide to Harris. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. This defense for the Browns, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Steelers send out their punter now. As the first drive of the game stalls out, he's on to punt. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And they won't get a chance to bring this one back. It goes out of bounds back near their own 20. Watson and the Browns now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. These two teams getting a couple of late season tilts this year. Their first meeting was not too long ago, back in week 12. And it was the visiting Browns who got the victory then, so they'll look for the season sweep here in Cleveland. From the 24, Watson going down the middle, and it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him.
And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you, along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. The last series for them, a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now here's another carry for Harris. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
That's the kind of one that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. Well, just a little too lackadaisical, Charles, and they didn't get up and snap the ball in time. Delay of game.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if he understood where the clock was located. In different stadiums, it's in different places. You have to check that in pregame and make sure you're aware so you don't run into penalties like these.
Not ideal there. That delay of game backs him up 5 yards, so now they need 7 yards on 3rd down. 3rd down, it's Willis. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. He's going to have the first down and more than that. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And they'll use him out of the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Willis. He'll air this one out deep for Perriman. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 33. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them, comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
Now here's a throw that's complete.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting themselves to the task at hand, and forcing a 3-and-out and giving the ball back to their offense?
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ballgame.
Yeah, some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got
on 2nd and 12, Willis flush to his right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent game and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now a give running right, Nwangu. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 3rd down, here's Harris. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 46 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. On the delay, here's Harris. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Willis. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And in for the Steelers touchdown. Pat Freiermuth, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point put through by Boswell. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Browns drive about to get started. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, and then they punted the football. Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Once again, it's Mostert. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. The Browns at 7-5 now of the year. And they've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row. And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game. I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied. And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Willis to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion. The Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Willis. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. On 1st and 10, Watson. And quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter, 14-7. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now it's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. Man open is Robinson. And the Browns are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now Watson. And it's caught. Touchdown, Browns. David Njoku. A 2-yard touchdown Brown. And the Browns go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by York is up and good. And it's now 21-7. York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Willis on 1st and 10.
He's got Perriman. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit. That might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
Harris running straight ahead. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
2nd and 9. Willis will look to throw it.
He's got his tight end Fryermuth over the middle. And they'll get this down to the 10. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Boswell's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. This fielded right at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Third quarter starts with a run from Mostert. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 63 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. Second down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on fourth down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away. And that is taken in by Njoku. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Here's Watson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Watson looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Troy Pride. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll keep it moving down to the 15-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Harris again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
They run forward with Harris, and this is going to be nowhere close. Needed some inches and ended up losing yardage. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And this Browns defense stands tall. The Browns drive about to get started. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. Back to throw, Watson. Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16. Now a play fake, and it's Watson. And he's got his man on the out route.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. A handoff running left is Mostert.
Uses the stiff arm. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
The 71 yards rushing now from Mostert as he picks up a first down.
Here's Watson. That is incomplete.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. On 2nd and 10, Watson. He's got Njoku over the middle. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 29-yard line. 11 more yards there. This methodical drive continues. Watson on first down. His throw caught right around the 6. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Watson looks to throw again. A quick throw, but incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
They'll run with Mostert.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal.
Again, it's Mostert.
And he's in. Touchdown, Browns.
Raheem Mostert with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Extra point by York is up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They go play action with Willis. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Tanner Muse with it.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the fourth quarter.
It certainly does if their offense goes out now and makes it pay off by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
Yeah, still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. They'll get it across the 35. It'll be second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Willis to throw. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there.
On the jump. 70.
They hand this off to Harris. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
Here we go, here we go.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 90 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Again, it's Harris on second down. And some room to roam now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Willis now off of play action. Sliding out of the pocket. That is caught. It's Uzama. Touchdown. C.J. Uzama. 29 yards. And the Steelers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And the Steelers are right back in this football game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw the football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw with this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
Second down, here's Mostert again. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
And this is an absolutely big third down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Pastor, you said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Throwing on third down, Watson. This is the tight end, Njoku. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Watson to Njoku there for the Cleveland first. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On first down, Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Buried behind the line by Shaquille Griffin on the corner blitz. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Another try after the first down sack. Watson, and for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Troy Pride. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. 2-score game here in the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Ready? 18 Ready?
Now Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing, Willis. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. A give to Harris. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates. The worst seats, the 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's Willis. Rolling to his left. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. And it's never going to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try to take you out of that. Now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Willis to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. There he goes left side. The 30. 10. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense wasn't out of the realm of possibility that we could have seen a comeback, but that touchdown should put any hopes of a comeback out of reach. It's been a really quality effort for him here in this one.
And no matter what else you think, you have to admire the initiative to finish things off their way. Don't leave anything to chance, no matter how small the odds of a comeback were. Send it home with a touchdown and get to celebrate it.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. And he'll be taken down right around the 27.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Now whistles here before the snap, and it looks like one of the Steelers may have moved. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. They'll run again with Harris. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. So what a performance. All those